What if I told you that the United States has the power to destroy some of the most impenetrable missile bases and nuclear bunkers on the planet? But what if those targets were buried beneath 80 meters of solid rock, fortified with advanced air defenses, and surrounded by one of the world's most volatile political landscapes? Can America truly pull off a strike that could shatter Iran's underground military strongholds without igniting a war that spirals out of control? Before we dive into the how, let's talk about the why. Why are these underground missile bases so important? And why should the United States care? Iran has spent billions of dollars creating these hardened bunkers, capable of withstanding airstrikes, conventional weapons, and most modern military threats. Fordow, for example, is a nuclear facility built beneath 80 meters of solid rock, completely out of reach of conventional airstrikes. These bunkers are critical because they house Shahab and Sejil ballistic missiles, which could strike U.S. bases in the Middle East or allied nations like Israel at any moment. The stakes here are enormous. If a conflict broke out, these underground missile bases could be Iran's key to launching retaliatory strikes, turning any attack into a potential disaster. But despite their extreme defenses, the U.S. military has the technology, tactics, and weapons to break through these fortified positions. So how does the United States break into these seemingly impenetrable fortresses? Step 1. Intelligence gathering and precision targeting. The first move isn't about launching missiles, it's about gathering pinpoint intelligence. You can't hit what you can't see, and Iran's use of decoys, mobile launchers, and hidden bunkers makes this a nightmare for any military planner. But this is where the United States excels. With KH-11 spy satellites and RQ-4 Global Hawk drones, the U.S. can map out Iran's missile bases and nuclear sites in real time, identifying everything from bunker entrances to mobile missile platforms. These drones and satellites don't just take pictures. They can intercept military communications and provide three-dimensional mapping of underground networks. This kind of data is essential because, without it, the entire operation would be shooting in the dark. Step 2. Cyber warfare to blind Iran. But intelligence is just the beginning. Before the United States drops a single bomb, it would most likely deploy cyber warfare tactics. Do you remember the Stuxnet virus? In 2010, it crippled Iran's nuclear centrifuges, setting their nuclear program back years. Now imagine the next generation of cyber attacks, designed to knock out Iran's air defense systems, disrupt communication networks, and leave Iran blind and deaf before a physical strike even begins. Iran could be left in total chaos, unable to launch missiles or even detect incoming threats. Once Iran's defenses are blinded, the U.S. would begin its air campaign with the goal of achieving air superiority. This would mean launching a suppression of enemy air defenses, CAD operation to take out SAM sites, radar systems, and command centers. Here's where things get high-tech. The U.S. would deploy its stealth fighters, like the F-22 Raptor and F-35 Lightning II, designed to evade radar and strike deep into enemy territory undetected. Supporting them, Tomahawk cruise missiles launched from U.S. Navy ships would take out key air defense systems and communication hubs. But the real game changer? The AGM-183A Air-Launched Rapid Response Weapon, ARRW, a hypersonic missile that can travel over Mach 5. At that speed, Iran's air defenses wouldn't have enough time to respond before the missile hits its target. And once air superiority is established, the U.S. is free to unleash its deadliest weaponry. And now, the part you've been waiting for: how the U.S. would physically destroy Iran's underground missile bases. The U.S. has developed some of the most powerful conventional bombs in the world, designed specifically for penetrating underground bunkers. The star of the show, the GBU-57 Massive Ordnance Penetrator, MOP. A 30,000-pound bomb that can punch through 200 feet of concrete or rock before detonating. This bomb was literally designed to destroy facilities like Fordow. To deliver this beast, the U.S. would use the B-2 Spirit stealth bomber, which can fly deep into enemy airspace undetected. Supporting it would be the GBU-28, a 5,000-pound penetrator bomb that's already proven its effectiveness in previous conflicts. And if that's not enough, the U.S. now has the GBU-72 Advanced 5K Penetrator, a highly precise bunker-busting bomb that's perfect for taking out hardened underground targets with surgical accuracy. But here's where things get dangerous. If the US launches a strike of this magnitude, the fallout wouldn't just be about the destruction of Iran's missile bases. Iran is highly likely to retaliate. This could mean missile strikes on US bases in the Middle East, attacks on Israel or Saudi Arabia, or even blocking the Strait of Hormuz, which could disrupt global oil supplies and cause an economic shockwave. Furthermore, there's the risk of the conflict escalating into a larger regional war, drawing in other nations and destabilizing the Middle East. The US might be able to destroy these facilities, but the consequences of such a strike would be felt around the world. So, is it worth the risk? Now here's the million-dollar question. Should the US consider such a strike, knowing the risks involved? What do you think? Would it be worth the potential consequences to neutralize Iran's underground facilities? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And while you're at it, drop your take on how these advanced weapons could change warfare forever. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on our deep dives into global security and military strategy.